Now we're at the entrance of your car wash. Everything happens right here, okay? Using our philosophy of 3 zones, upper, middle, and then the lower portions, what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top of our blaster arch. Your particular car wash system, depending on the age of the system, may have this blaster arch, it may have a pre-soak arch, but we're going to start at the beginning of the car wash and we're going to work towards the exit. Now, if you have an older arch in the beginning part of your wash, you might want to contact your facilities management and find out, how do I get my hands on one of these blaster arches? Because what they do is they will actually, we're using reclaimed water. The reclaimed water has soap in it. It's been cleaned out. All the hard solids have been taken out of that reclaimed water. So now what we're doing is we're utilizing that water for a different purpose. And because that water has soap in it, now we're reducing our chemical costs and we're performing the same function through the car wash process. I'm looking at this area, I want to check and make sure that the electrical connections that are coming off of this box are going to the solenoid. It's not loose or broken. I want to make sure that my water lines are good and tight. I mean, when you're doing an inspection, what you want to do is you actually want to put your hands on items. If something is loosely attached, you want to know that right away. So put your hands on the hose. Give it a pull, make sure that it's tight. It's in a good, good stable area. Follow that hose to the top of your blaster arch. Now looking at the main water feed for your blaster arch, you have a large line feeding it. Now you'll see that there's a solenoid and a check valve which is mounted up here on the wall. This may or may not be the same location in every wash bay. That solenoid valve might be back in a back room, might be mounted right next to your Insta-Kleen control panel, but somewhere in your car wash you will have a main feed line coming to your blaster arch. Now the blaster arch gets its water from that reclaim system. What we want to do is we want to inspect that hose, make sure the hose is good and tight. We gave it a quick pull, and we want to make sure that it's strapped down or secured to the top of the arch. That would be our Zone 1 assessment of the area. Now Zone 2, what I'm going to do is I want to be able to look at each one of these nozzles. And if you can, go ahead and put your hands on these nozzles. Again, when you're inspecting something, go ahead and don't be afraid to put your hands on it. Somebody may have changed out a nozzle at some point in time and they got 1 or 2 threads in there and got called away from a job. You actually want to put hands on pieces of equipment when you're inspecting.